Somewhere in the silent currents of the Mediterranean Sea, beneath the shimmer of moonlight slicing through salt water, a creature no larger than a fingernail floats undisturbed. It is translucent, ghost-like, seemingly fragile. And yet, it harbors a biological trick that no other complex creature has mastered, the ability to defy death. This is not mythology. This is not science fiction. This is Turritopsis dohrnii, a real-life immortal jellyfish, a marvel of nature that can reverse its own aging process and begin life anew, again and again and again. Its story is not merely about survival. It is a parable of regeneration, mystery, and the ancient question, what if death was only a door we could refuse to walk through? The discovery that shook marine biology. In the late 1980s, marine biologists drifting off the coast of Italy made a peculiar observation. A small species of jellyfish in their tank did something no one had ever seen before. Under stress, starvation, injury, even physical damage, it didn't die. Instead, it reverted. The adult medusa form, akin to a butterfly in its final stage, regressed back to its polyp stage, the earliest phase of jellyfish life. Not once, but repeatedly. This was no normal jellyfish. It was a time traveler. A biological paradox. A whisper from evolution that the rules might not be as fixed as we think. Thus was born the fascination with Turritopsis dohrnii, dubbed by scientists and journalists alike as the immortal jellyfish. The anatomy of an eternal being. At a glance, Turritopsis dohrnii is unremarkable. It measures a mere 4 to 5 millimeters across. Its bell-shaped body is mostly transparent, rimmed with delicate, hair-thin tentacles. But what it lacks in size, it makes up for in cellular wizardry. Where most animals follow a one-way street of development, embryo to adult to death, T. dohrnii takes a biological U-turn. When faced with environmental stressors, it undergoes a process called transdifferentiation, wherein its cells transform from one type into another. Muscle cells become nerve cells. Digestive cells become reproductive ones. It reshapes itself from the inside out, returning to a youthful polyp form on the ocean floor, and then begins its life cycle anew. This isn't merely survival. This is biological reincarnation. No known vertebrate can do this. No mammal. No bird. Only this humble jellyfish, adrift and unnoticed, hiding the secret of youth within its gelatinous dome. Transdifferentiation, the codebreaker of mortality. Transdifferentiation is the holy grail of regenerative biology. In humans, once a cell commits to a role, say, becoming a heart cell, it's locked in. In T. dohrnii, that rulebook is burned. Imagine if a human skin cell could suddenly become brain tissue. Or if liver cells could transform into heart valves. Imagine a world where damaged organs regrow, not with scars, but with fresh, perfect tissue. That is the tantalizing promise this jellyfish offers. It suggests that cellular identity is not destiny. That our biology is not fixed but fluid, given the right conditions. And this, in turn, has sparked an intense wave of research. Could T. dohrnii's secrets unlock human longevity? Regrow limbs? Cure neurodegeneration? The potential is staggering. Yet for now, the code remains partially cracked but mostly elusive. The ocean's philosopher, a symbol beyond science. Beyond the laboratories, the immortal jellyfish has taken on a more symbolic role in philosophy, literature, and culture. In Japan, where jellyfish are revered as symbols of patience and grace, T. dohrnii has inspired poetry. In Western philosophy, it has ignited debates about the nature of time, identity, and rebirth. If a creature can return to its youth, is it still the same being? When death becomes optional, what does it mean to live meaningfully? If evolution designed a backdoor to mortality, why do so few creatures use it? This jellyfish, drifting with the tides, becomes more than biological oddity. It becomes a mirror to our own hopes, fears, and obsessions with death. Myths, misconceptions, and the limits of immortality. Let us be clear, Turritopsis dohrnii is not invincible. It can still die, eaten by predators, infected by disease, or crushed by environmental catastrophe. Its immortality is not absolute, but conditional. It means it doesn't die of aging, not that it can't die at all. Media sensationalism has often overlooked this nuance. Some articles crown it as the animal that lives forever, as if it were some marine deity. But science is more cautious. Biological immortality is not eternal life. It's a life uncoupled from time, but still tethered to the reality of a dangerous, changing ocean. The medical frontier: can humans learn to turn back time? Perhaps the most exciting consequence of T. dohrnii's discovery is its influence on regenerative medicine and anti-aging research. If scientists can understand how it resets its cells, perhaps we can learn to reverse aging in human tissues, heal spinal cord injuries by converting skin cells into neurons, eliminate degenerative diseases like Alzheimer's by renewing brain matter. Already, the 2012 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded for research on induced pluripotent stem cells, cells forced to regress to a more primitive state. Sound familiar? The ghost of T. dohrnii lingers in every petri dish. Still, we are decades, if not centuries, away from human application. Evolution took millions of years to sculpt this trick. We're just beginning to read its manual. The cost of living forever. What is the cost of immortality? In fiction, eternal life often comes with pain, loneliness, loss, boredom. But in nature, T. dohrnii seems to float free of such burdens. Or does it? It leads no family. It forms no deep bonds. It floats endlessly, alone, repeating the same cycle without memory. No past. No legacy. No fear. No love. Just the endless rhythm of being. Could that be a kind of purgatory? A life so long it forgets what it means to truly live. Is it a gift, or a curse? The last drift. In a world where aging is inevitable, where every second ticks us closer to the unknown, the immortal jellyfish becomes a kind of cosmic joke, a defiant glitch in nature's programming. It whispers to us that death is not a certainty, only a habit. And as we explore the depths, scientifically, philosophically, and spiritually, we are reminded that the smallest beings often hold the greatest secrets. Perhaps we will never fully unlock Turritopsis dohrnii's mystery. But in chasing it, we glimpse a world where age does not define us, and where biology may yet yield to will. And that is, in itself, a kind of immortality. The timeless ripple. So next time you stare into the vastness of the ocean, remember. Somewhere, in the gentle sway of tides unseen, a jellyfish is starting over again. Not because it must, but because it can. And in that silent choice, it may know something we do not.